Steph and Jim here to talk about what's happening in the West. Everyone's talking about it. It has been storm after storm after storm. So let's start back at the beginning when we had, what, 7 atmospheric rivers, was it?
I think
Is
9.
that the total count?
I think
9.
they counted 9.
Well, I lost count. There were so many.
Here's what's odd is we had the 9, then there was a break. And what we've had over the past couple of weeks is, again, this historic snowfall, crazy snow, some of the biggest storm in Southern California's history.
Yeah.
But yet they're not from atmospheric rivers.
Right.
Okay. So there's strong storms. But in a La Nina year, you typically don't get that succession of storms coming into Southern California. That's what the oddity is. But
Southern California is the key because during La Nina, usually it would be the Northwest in the winter that's getting hammered.
Right.
But this is wild.
This is really crazy. Yeah.
Let's talk about the amount of snow because in Mammoth, what is it? People saw 50 feet. So like a 5-story building worth of snow.
600 inches of snow.
Because a 1-story is about 10 feet. So think about a 5-story building.
We have seen so many pictures of people digging out their one walkway out of their house. Their houses are literally buried to a point where you're like, okay, where am I going to get fresh air from in my house? The windows are covered with the snow. I mean, it's unbelievable the amounts of it.
You're a snow lover.
Plus it stayed cold.
Is this too much for you? Being a snow lover?
It would be. It really would be because I think, A, it's dark all the time in your house. You never even get light in, even on a sunny day, because the snow is up through the windows. That's way too much snow. Is this totally and completely unprecedented, would you say? When is when's the last time we had this? How often does this happen? You know why it seems unprecedented? Why? Because we haven't had a lot of it in the last 20 years. So we've gone so long without it. It's like all of a sudden we had this blockbuster winter. Everyone's like, oh my God, what's going on, right? As you stated right on the top. So I think that's more or less what's happening because we've had big snow years before. We just haven't had one like this in a long, long time. So we like to take bets from time to time, just fun bets, right? Yeah. Will this totally wipe out the drought? Because the atmospheric rivers took it down from we had exceptional and then it eroded away at that. And then we saw it go down with just some extreme. And now will we go drought free with all this? I don't think you wipe out a drought of that magnitude in one snow. But the reservoirs? But the reservoirs like Lake Oroville, which is the biggest reservoir in California, okay, has literally gone up 200 feet. And so now they're sitting at 830 feet as we are doing this recording. 900 is full pool, as it is called. Mm-hmm. By the time you melt the snow and get through the rest of the season, we could easily get there. Do you think which is amazing? Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. Think of the before and after pictures that we've seen. Those out of all the reservoirs. No, some have been completely dry. Yeah. Is this kind of a sign of what to come? Because a lot of people, when we say climate change, they think everyone thinks heat. Right? But really climate, to make it simplistically, is extremes. Yeah. So, we talk about the hurricanes getting stronger and bigger and everything. Do you think that this could apply? I'm not saying that this is, oh, yes, this is 100% a climate change vibration. But could we see more winters like this? Well, here's what I have to say is we have to learn a lot more about La Nina. Because third year La Nina, which is new for us. Yeah. We haven't had a lot of 3-year winter La Ninas. I was reading an article that was they called it a triple dip. I read it yesterday. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So this is interesting. Plus, remember, it's not just La Nina that drives the global weather. Right. We have, the Pacific Decadal Oscillation, the North Atlantic Oscillation. And sometimes, like in baseball, the La Nina big gun player isn't the one that always shows up to play that night and goes 4 for 4. This year, maybe it's the PDO that's driving even over La Nina. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Having a better season, so to speak. So we still will just continue to watch that. Yeah, but in the meantime, great news for California. Yeah, they're extending ski season. So it's going to be till what, May, June? I know, May, June, in some places. And then places like even the Colorado River Basin. A lot of people would ask me, what's this going to do to Lake Mead and Lake Powell? Right. And this will help. Okay, this will help because even Utah and Colorado have had way above average seasons where that water melts and comes into the basin. So that's huge for them too. We might be heading towards spring, but there might be more winter to come. Oh, I think there will be. For more stories like this, like and subscribe to Pattern.